special edition of the Metaphorical Minute. Hey, Terry, we
Hi.
just had our block party where we made an evangelistic block that Terry designed, and we're going to be handing these out at the Creation Conference coming up. We had a good time there, and we thought it would be a good opportunity with... We've talked a little bit about the Creation Conference coming up, folks, but we thought that this would be a good opportunity to kind of plug a specific aspect of the conference, and that's the geological field trip that we're going to be having on Sunday. So we encourage you to come out to the conference. At the end of this video, we'll have all the information up. But we're here with our good brother, Terry Kanouse. Terry, thank you for joining us. And he has got a ministry he's working on, and we encourage you to in fact, when you have your website, when your website's out, you'll let us know, right?
Yes,
and that
definitely.
way we can let them know.
We're working on that now. That's one of the major goals for this year. We are a nonprofit organization, Niagara Falls Noah's Flood Creators Way.
Right, and like we've said in past videos, we've got really a wonder here with Niagara Falls, and it's time for the church to use that and to explain that from a biblical viewpoint. So there's a whole lot to Terry's ministry. Maybe we'll have you come on in the future and do a more in-depth of all the other aspects. But for now, tell us about the field trip that's coming up on Sunday and why people might want to attend.
There's something we need to say here about how Niagara Falls relates to the biblical flood. About 150 years ago, the father of modern geology came here, Sir Charles Lyell.
Right, yeah.
And he said a few things and the church just all backed off. And now this is the evolutionary geological capital of the world, and I'd like to see that change. So I started doing research. I've started to put together things
and
like
wait,
this.
how long ago? 16 years ago?
Oh,
was it?
probably, a good 16 years ago.
Yeah.
We started actually things along with that, but my research goes back about 20 years.
I remember meeting Terry years ago when this was just in the... But yeah, go ahead. There.
Okay, well, what happened is I was taking a secular tour group around Niagara Falls. I try to get a word in edgewise for Jesus Christ all the time with that. So what we're going to do...
Bold witness, this guy.
Yeah. What we're going to do on this field trip is we're going to be witnessing to other people, too. We're going to give a good gospel presentation. But anyway, I'm there starting to put together all the facts and saying, hey, we've got to say something about the worldwide flood here because Niagara Falls really does reflect that. My field trip, our field trip is about three and a half hours long, and it has three major points I want to make here. Number one is that the rock strata you see there does not need to be millions of years old. It could have been put in by the biblical flood.
And he's going to explain that to you in detail.
There will be in-depth detail. In fact, what I want to say, too, is that when you get done with this field trip, you'll be able to defend the biblical flood anywhere in the world.
Sweet.
And that's the idea behind it. So number one is the rock strata. Number two, Niagara Falls was started by the Ice Age. However, the Ice Age was triggered by the biblical flood. There are things that the secular people cannot explain about the Ice Age. They don't know how it started, how it maintained itself, how it ended. But if you put the biblical flood into the account, you can easily explain the mechanisms to start and to maintain an Ice Age for a couple centuries.
There are some people watching, maybe even some Christians, that saying, "What you talking about, Willis?" Come and see. He's going to make a very convincing case for this. All right, proceed.
Yeah.
Because people aren't used to this. Even Christians.
Yeah,
they're not
right.
used to this.
I run into people all the time, Christians all the time, who say, well, wasn't the flood really local? And if you really study the Bible, you'll find that it was not local. It's very hard to do that. We'll all talk about that, too, on the field trip. Like I said, number two is the Ice Age. Number three is the erosion. There are about 11 ways in which the Niagara Falls eroded back faster than what they want to say, and that's the timing of things, right down to a reasonable stretch of Genesis 11. For instance, we have a big glacial lake that formed right at the end of the Ice Age, Lake Tonawanda, up on the escarpment. It cut out 2.8 miles of gorge fairly fast. And that throws off all the timing there. There are like I said, there are 11 ways in which that happened. And so our field trip is about 3.5 hours long. It has a little bit of walking to it. not a lot, but some. And we would like, we'd like to invite you to come out and see the evidence. Bring your skeptical friends. I've had skeptics on my field trip, and they've been challenged. If you have somebody who does not know Jesus Christ and wants to look into why the Bible's God's Word, this is a good field trip for them.
A great opportunity. We're going to meet here at the church at 1:15 and carpool from here. Or if you're going to meet us there, just let us know. You've got our contact information. Just let us know ASAP if you want to go on this so we can be ready to make sure that you get there. So we want to see you there. We're looking forward to this conference. Anything else, Terry?
Yeah, I want to mention that even if you don't still come, is what we want to say, but we'd like to know a general number. The other thing is that we keep, you don't have to worry, we keep the safety rules for Niagara Falls.
Oh, very important.
Very important.
Please remind me, Terry.
Yes,
Let me get my notebook, please.
Number one, this is
I always
important.
forget.
Yeah.
I always forget.
No swimming. We do not swim at Niagara Falls.
I have a problem with that.
I understand that. Number two, no diving. Do not dive at Niagara Falls. You don't want to do that either.
Okay.
But number three, this is the most important one. When a tour guide tells a joke, no pushing. That's very important.
And I think a lot of people have a hard time following.
That is very hard. But when I was doing secular tours, I always said that if you are tempted, I have the keys to the van.
There you go. Hey, you got to have fun.
Yeah, so, it is fun. We do have fun on this.
And I want to say this, and I don't, because I want you to come on Sunday, but the fact is this video is going to be on the web for as long as the web will allow it to be on. There will be more field trips. So if you're hearing this after the event, there are other field trips. So contact Terry's ministry or contact our church, and we'll get you in touch with Terry. But we plan on having you on again. Thank you, kind brother.
You're welcome.
Good block party tonight. We called it a block party because we were making blocks.
Yes. The blocks, if we want to explain, 5 Problems of Biological Evolution is on the block, and a good little booklet with it as well. That's why we're making these blocks for the block party.
And if you come to the conference, you'll get a block.
Yes.
Okay, folks. As always, we'll see you next minute. We hope to see you this weekend. Bye-bye.
Lord bless.